My prop, Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that great.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see Zach Wilson after his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Chargers and the Texans, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Houston Texans toward the midway point of this NFL. We're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out, their signal caller. Now it is fourth season in the NFL.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. Four touchdowns, one pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception. He wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
13 yards on the game's opening play. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I missed him, it would have been a different story.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And just a yard to go here on second down. Back to throw, Corral. Caught left side by Mechie. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The numbers there for Howard a week ago. 5 catches, 81 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one. And to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Wilson is caught. Here's Langford. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Wilson. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. But, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Corral from the gun on 3rd down here. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Corral here working from the gun. Open man is Duvernay. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. On 2nd and 9, Corral. His pass caught at the 4. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now Corral on 3rd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nick Chubb from 4 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Was this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one?
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Out comes the offense onto the field once more, led by O.J. Howard, sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make them uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Meanwhile, Corral's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Corral on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and next year, Corral under pressure, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone for the Chargers touchdown. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd and 7, Corral. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st down, it's Corral. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Houston. O.J. Howard, 49 yards. And the Texans are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. All eyes on Zach Wilson leading his team back out for this next drive. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down? Yep. So right now, instead of warp speed,
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. He has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. More from L.A. in a moment. On first down, Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Alexander. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. This complete to Langford. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's brought down. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Corral with it, first down here. He finds his tight end, Howard, that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. From the 35 on second down, Corral. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Houston's offense taking over again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. John Mechie. Touchdown, Texans. John Mechie, 73 yards. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was all capped off by a John Mechie touchdown reception. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So out come the Chargers. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing is Wilson. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. He's going to air it out deep for Green. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Wilson. He's going to go up top again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. On the move past the 40. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. And this is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wilson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game. Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First down. Here's Corral with it. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the 38, Corral. This will be caught by Brown. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Marquise Brown, 38 yards. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. L.A. readies for its next possession. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Here's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now it's Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it. And what it does is
lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On third down, here's Corral. Open man is Duvernay. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Corral with it on first down. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Hollywood Marquise Brown with career touchdown number 60. And the Texans are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Final minute now of the third quarter. Second down, here's Chubb again. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. On third down, Corral. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles. First play, they give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Pass caught on the out route by Mechie. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They go with Chubb on second down. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his start. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. The Charger drive about to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Going right side here, and that's complete. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wilson will throw again. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 8 yards out. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Houston set to take over. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On second down, here's Corral. Mechie has it on the slant. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Again, it's Corral. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Here's Corral on first down. The pass caught by his running back, Nick Chubb. Touchdown! Nick Chubb, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Corral throwing for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Texans are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Chubb running to the wide side. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Corral's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still.
Corral under pressure, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Right where the set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Corral now to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Here's Corral. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chargers getting set to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
He finds his man complete. That's Alexander. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They will look for some important yardage on third down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. And the reception made by Green. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. From the right hash, this for the win. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Charles, normally when you see them score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But
hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off them fabricated streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off the idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take off for the meal, hella final. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the hustle, take off the unsure, take off the decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the Chanel, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off, and what do you have?
You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up us? The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run, the prophets abandoned, the